Hi everybody, welcome back to English class. Myself Johnson George. Now we are studying the chapter Add a Verb from our grammar textbook. From last two videos, we learned the definition of the adverb and the different kinds of adverbs. Today we are going to study the position of the adverb in a sentence. Before starting in the topic study, just we can recall what we learned from the last two videos. First of all, we learned the definition of the adverb. We learned what is called an adverb. Adverb is a word which modifies a verb or an adjective or another adverb. So the definition what we learned is adverb is a word which modifies a verb or an adjective or another adverb in a sentence. Then we learned the different kinds of adverbs. What are the different kinds of adverbs? We know the adverb of manner, adverb of place, adverb of time, adverb of frequency, adverb of degree. These are the different kinds of the adverbs. The adverb of manner tells us how an action takes place. Adverb of place tells us where an action takes place. Adverb of time tells us when an action takes place. Adverb of frequency, it tells us how often an action takes place. Adverb of degree, it tells us what extent an action takes place. So, the adverb of manner tells us how an action takes place. These are some examples of the adverb of manners. Adverb of manners are neatly, safely, clearly, brightly, regularly, harsh. These all are the examples of an adverb of manner. These all words tells us how an action takes place. Then some examples of adverb of place. Outside, upstairs, there, nearby, everywhere, here, etc. So these all words tells where an action takes place. Then adverb of time. Examples are tomorrow, already, now, then, recently. These all words modifies either verb, adjective or another adverb and tells when an action takes place. Adverb of frequency. Examples are that always, never, ever, often, frequently, occasionally, etc. Then the adverb of degree. The examples are much, extremely, just, almost, quite. See, these are the various kinds of adverbs and their examples. I repeat once again, the adverb of manner tells how an action takes place. Adverb of place tells us where an action takes place. Adverb of time tells when an action takes place. Then adverb of frequency tells how often an action takes place. And the adverb of degree tells us what extent an action takes place. Then our today's topic On what position we are using this adverb in a sentence? That means when you are making one English sentence or writing one English sentence, where we want to place the adverbs. There are some rules where we can use the adverbs. So that rules we are going to study today. The position of the adverb. First of all, we can see the adverb of manner. Where we are going to use the adverb of manner. The adverb of manner we can use at the end of the sentence. At the end of the sentence. We can read the example here. The sun is shining brightly. The sun is shining brightly. The adverb here, brightly. It modifies the verb shining. How is the sun is shining? Brightly. So that word brightly we using at the end of the sentence. The second sentence we can see, the children are working hard. Children are working hard. How they are working? Hard. So that hard we used at the beginning, at the end of the sentence. So these two examples, the sun is shining brightly, or the children are working hard. In these two sentences, brightly or hard are the adverbs. That adverb we placed at the end of the sentence. In short, the adverb of manner we placed at the end of the sentence. Understood? Now, we can see where we are going to place the adverb of place. The position of the adverb of place, we placed it after the object or after the verb. In a sentence, we placed the adverb of place after the object or after the verb. You can see the example here. We saw a small bakery nearby. We saw a small bakery nearby. In this sentence, we is the subject, so is the verb, and a small bakery, that is the object. Bakery is the object here. So, the bakery, where we saw the bakery? Nearby. The position of the adverb here at the end of the or after the verb or after the object. After the object. Second sentence we can see the electrician is waiting outside. Waiting is the verb in the sentence. So after the verb we are using the adverb outside. So we can conclude like that the adverb of place. We place them after the object or after the verb. Then, what the position of adverb of time? The adverb of time we are using in the beginning or at the end of the sentence. In the beginning of the sentence or at the end of the sentence. Here you can see one example. Tomorrow we will go to gym. Tomorrow, adverb in this sentence. We are using that adverb in the beginning of this sentence. Also we can use the same adverb at the end of the sentence also. We will go to Jaipur tomorrow. No meaning change. So the adverb of place we can use either in the beginning of the sentence or at the end of the sentence. Understood? Okay. The adverb of frequency. The adverb of frequency, the position of the adverb of frequency is the middle position or in a sentence. The middle position in a sentence. We can use the adverb of frequency in the middle position in a sentence. See example, my father is always on time for meals. My father is always on time for meals. So, the adverb always we are using in the middle of the sentence. Second sentence we can see, I have never been to Odisha. I have never been to Odisha. Never is the adverb in this sentence. So, the adverb of frequency, position is that the middle position in a sentence. Then, the adverb of degree, where we are using the adverb of degree before the adjective or adverb in a sentence. Okay, so before the adjective or adverb in a sentence. Example, the water was extremely cold. What the adverb here? Extremely. The film is much better than the last one we saw. Adverb here, much. So these words we are using before the adjective or another adverb. I hope you understood what the position of the adverbs in different sentences. I say once again, the adverb of manner we are using at the end of the sentence. Adverb of place, placed after the object or after the verb. Then, the adverb of time in the beginning or at the end of the sentence. Adverb of frequency, the middle position in a sentence. Adverb of degree, before the adjective or adverb. I can send you more examples in your PDF, and I hope you understood with the topic what the position of the adverb in a sentence. Thank you.